Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome to Left2Learn, October 4th, 2014. Tonight's custom map here is going to be Urban Flight, which I'm sure many of you are already familiar with. You know, we're playing it right now in the custom tournament. And tonight with me, I'm going to be having Thomas Hazan co-casting with me.
And I'm back once again.
I got it right? Hazan?
Yes.
Alright,
Yep.
good. Alright,
Ready?
so Thomas, what is your experience with Urban Flight? I remember you telling me you played it a while back.
It was a long time ago. It was mostly a custom server with a group of friends that I played on. So it did the whole, low gravity, or not low gravity. You could choose, you could choose what special effects that you play as. You can crawl when you were down, that type of stuff. Unfortunately, I usually only joined towards the end of this campaign.
Oh, well, interesting. What did you think of the finale?
I thought it was pretty well made. There were a couple different areas that were pretty well made.
Personally, I like the gas cans and all the setup there. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit too much fire for me, but, you know, gas cans collect, etc. It's a nice little mixture of scavenge with distance, etc.
The one thing I thought was pretty cool is that it doesn't give you, a direct go this way to the safe room like a lot of the other official maps do. You kind of have to explore a little bit.
I think a lot of that is blocked off here on ProMod. Yeah, it's gonna kind of create kind of a linear path where you still have alternatives, but for the most part, it's gonna be pretty linear. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and go through the roster of people that are playing Left2Learn tonight. So, tonight's mentors will be Flo and Dusty Numbers. So, the Survivor team here, which will consist of Sprout Salad, Bobby Basketball, Piglet, and Cinex, will be mentored by Flo, and the Infected team, which will be mentored by Dusty Numbers, will consist of Featherrod, Juicy, Izach, and Manskirt Dude.
That is a really interesting name.
Yes, Manskirt Dude.
I mean,
saying that 5 times fast.
Oh, I just usually call it a kilt.
Alrighty, so we're waiting on 4 people to ready up here, and I'm going to kill Flo with his fancy little name. Oh, I guess I could type in HTK. There we go. Alright, so, what experience do you have with this first time? I mean, did you run this map beforehand and see what it was about?
Yeah. Ran through the little garage where the truck is, and the first, I think, half of it's kind of a maze. You have to figure out where you need to go next, and it doesn't just blatantly tell you where you need to go.
Alright, well, I mean, if you look here on ProMod, you come out of the rabbit hole here, go down the stairs, and there's already a path really pretty much determined for you. You go straight across this long hallway to the entrance, make your way out, and just make a left here. It's pretty simple. Or simplified, rather.
Oh yeah, once I got past, I honestly got lost a little bit where that cement truck is, where the cement truck is in the beginning, right in front of the Home Depot. I went right more than anything else and ended up running through the garage where the truck is crashed through, thinking it looks like I'm supposed to go this way. And for some reason,
Let me see.
and for some reason I just kept missing the entrance to Home Depot. I'm not sure why.
Gnome Depot. Gnome Depot. We can't have copyright issues here, Thomas.
I'm sorry. Gnome Depot.
Yes, Gnome Depot, right? You heard it here, guys. He said Gnome Depot, not the other thing. Anyways. So yeah, I'm looking through here. There is a lot of alternative places to go through here. I mean, one could probably get lost here if this was not using custom ogle here. And, I mean, we are on ProMod 4.0.4.D. Oh, not D, but still. 4.0.4.D. Whatever, points. Right, and we're waiting on one person to join up here on the infected side here. As you can see, we have a lot of casters today. We have Fish doing his own personal cast. We have myself doing my own usual personal cast here, and I have Flo that's decided to join us here and do his own personal cast.
It's a casting party.
Yep. And
Which
Master Dude. Tank.
Usually when you say the phrase casting party, it sounds like something out of D&D.
Oh boy. I didn't really get to play much D&D, so...
Oh, I hear now's a good time to start with the new edition that they just rolled out.
Maybe in due time. Alright, so let's run down here what we got. We got 10% tank and 69% witch. This tank, I think it's going to be taken up in this diner area here. I'm still not sure if these tables here are interactable, meaning I don't know if you can destroy them or not. However, it just seems very survivor-sided up in this diner room to take this tank. What'd you say to that, Thomas?
Yeah, it'll be pretty easy for survivors to take out the tank if they manage to set him off in the dining area, just with the amount of different obstacles that are going to be in the way for the tank. I mean, he's got to be up close, and they can be far away just shooting him, whittling his health down. So he's going to have to really depend on his teammates to help push him either forward or, cause a distraction for the tank to move in closer.
There's a spray here. Don't think about it, just say it. Well then. Still waiting on one more person to join on up here for the infected side. Let me see who we are missing. Let's see. I think we're missing Juicy, the vampire. Yes, I don't know if you've been around with Juicy playing here, but we would like to refer to him as a vampire. Reason being is he always seems to magically have this ludicrous amount of health bonus while the rest of his team is all bleeding and such, and we have determined that he might be sucking the life out of his teammates.
Yeah, I remember you guys making that comment before.
Looks like Man's Good Dude's gonna be getting another person?
Well, that'll be good. Because, playing with a bot, anytime you try doing a versus game with one team having a bot, it usually never ends well for the team that has the one bot.
I mean, one thing to notice is that SI do not spawn up as bots here. Not in Pro Mod. Yeah, bots don't spawn up in Pro Mod. And Synex there, typing in, or not typing in, but he's changing his lerp there, and looks like it just prints out into chat here.
Trying to find that sweet setting.
And I'm trying to look through the people here, so I don't really see anyone new here. I mean, the only person that seems new, or seems new in the mumble would be Shanker, but I think I've seen him before here. We see Bobby Basket. Basket, I can't read the rest of his name here. Oh, Bobby Basketball 1999. So, I don't know if he's new or anything, but, I mean, everyone here seems pretty much like veterans. I mean, we've seen Synax, we've seen Sprout Salad, we've definitely seen Featherall, we've seen Manskirt Dude in another one, and we've definitely seen Juicy.
Yeah, a couple of these names I think I've seen before for casting their games. And for spectators, we have Mini, which apparently we are Legion, I guess.
No.
Ha ha ha.
No. Looks like Flo is getting some no Steam logons here. He's crashing a lot. And Ellis is having his way with the Smoker Corpse here.
That's just wrong.
Well, when you're bored inside a safe room, trapped behind invisible walls, you gotta try and, do something to entertain yourself, right?
Yep.
It kind of reminds me, have you heard of that game that came from Newgrounds called Don't Move?
No, can't say I have.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, I don't know why it's charging even $1. You can get it for free on Newgrounds, I believe, or play it for free, etc. But the game basically was made to make fun of other games. So basically, you start off in this 2D bit environment, and you can either choose to go left or right. And the game is called Don't Move because when you move, you die. All right, and the objective is you keep moving over and over and dying and dying and dying, and the more times you die, you get achievements. All right, and every step that you take, you can also get trophies or something like that. And then I don't know. It basically it just makes fun of games that just give you, random achievements and such to try and get you to keep playing. So all you're doing is moving left to right, and you keep dying and respawning back in the center until you get all these achievements, and then you're done with the game. That's it. And this reminds me of it when you're playing Left 4 Dead 2 and you try and leave the safe room and just teleports you back.
Leave it to Newgrounds to have a game like that on their site.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, I'm sure there are quite a few really bad ones out there. Well, speaking of games, and since we're waiting for more people to join, there's a browser game out there called Rebuild, which is also on mobile devices. It's like $1. If anybody gets a chance, you should definitely check it out. Basically, you start off with like a 4x4 square, 4x4 squares in a large city, and your objective is to essentially clean out the city, make it into like a big base.
Base?
Yeah, and
Military
as you
base?
No, you just you start off with 4x4 or 6x6, depending on what size of a map you play on. And it starts off. You can if you find a residential area, you have a couple different options. Like you can choose to clear out the house, scout it out, so you can get a better layout of how many zombies there are, or you can choose to scavenge, which will find supplies. Usually, it's better to scout first. And each time you do a move, it takes a couple of days. It takes like a day for it to happen. So if you decide to do scout, it'll take 24 hours for your scouts to look at it, give you a detail how many zombies are there, and how much of a problem you think you'll have taking it over. Scavenging will take like 3 days to do it, and the goal is to essentially escape the city by researching and building a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could really do that by hand.
Well, and that's why the game can take, up to quote unquote a few years in the game itself.
Interesting.
I originally found it on Newgrounds years ago, and they made a mobile version for it. It's kind of similar to what was that zombie game that came out on the 360 a couple years ago? The one where you start off with like 2 friends, and then you work your way to a campground, and then you work your way to like a small town, and you have to find other civilians and kind of work on defending the base and upgrading stuff.
I wouldn't really know. Consoles are not my specialty, but one of my viewers, his name is Vasil. I think he might be able to answer that. I'm not sure if he's here, though.
Well, it got released for Steam a year ago. It came out on 360 2 years ago, and came out on Steam a year ago, and it goes on sale quite a bit.
Interesting. Well, I'll make sure to look up obscure zombie games.
Best way to do it.
Something that always frustrated me. Vasil just told or typed WTF in chat. But something that always frustrates me with Steam is that it tries to sell you stuff of the same genre. Okay, Left 4 Dead 2, I got the game, I play it a lot, but it doesn't mean I like the zombie genre. It really frustrates me that it tries to sell you things of the same genre because it thinks that just because if it's the same genre, you're just gonna buy it. But I guess with the zombie series, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that just like, oh, zombies, I want to buy that game. Even if the game isn't all too well made or something, it's just people just throw zombies into the title and people will magically come and buy it because they're just interested in zombies. And I think that's pretty trashy. Yeah, that's pretty trashy.
Yeah, I will admit that the whole, and this is my opinion, I do not represent anybody except for myself, Honestly, I think the whole zombie genre is it's oversaturated, and there's so many games coming out trying to mimic uh, everything else. You know, something good, like, you know, what Left 4 Dead 2 does, Left 4 Dead series, what they do really well, other games will try to mimic it. And then another game will try to mimic it. And it just ends up being pretty much the same thing over and over.
But Left 4 Dead 2 is it actually a good zombie game, though? It's a shoot 'em up. A zombie game, to me, is something like Dead Island. And mind you, I don't really like the Dead Island series, but it actually made you feel... You didn't feel like you're just rushing down and taking down zombies. Whereas in here, it's kind of, I don't know, it made zombies just incredibly disposable. I mean, here you got 4 survivors that have, like, no experience, alright, in shooting or killing anything. And they can take down these waves and waves of zombie, just waves after waves. That kind of just feels unrealistic.
Yeah, I did like Dead Island for the fact that your weapons broke, you had very limited ammo, you had to be very conscious on where you're running into. If you ran into an area where, I don't even remember what they're called, where that game's version of like the bosses are, you could easily end up in a very, I'm underpowered for this area and I can die really easily. That type of feel I do like in the zombie games, whereas you're right, Left 4 Dead 2 is a shooter where basically the common infected are just a bunch of cannon fodder.
Not to mention the SI. The SI are kind of cannon fodder.
That too.
Zuid Holland. Where's NL? I do not recognize that acronym.
I honestly don't know. ZL. That's not New Zealand, is
NL.
it?
I think
NL?
New Zealand, yeah, NL. And New Zealand, I think, is NZ.
Yes, I think it is too.
See, why can't more countries have very simple acronyms like United States is US, New Zealand is NZ, and then we get places like Australia and Europe, they're EU, AU. It's like, what? I don't know.
Because people like confusing us, because we are easily confused.
Yeah. Still waiting on 2 more people here. Looks like some people are getting some consistency errors and are going to bring in some subs. See, look right there. US. Simple. You know, it's United States.
Yeah, we'll ask them to name a bunch of our states, and I bet you they can't, so that probably confuses them.
Yeah.
By the way, that game I was talking about that came on 360, then came out for Steam, State of Decay.
Ah, I remember hearing about that. Isn't it single player though?
It's single player. I think it was kind of I can't remember if it was a Greenlight game or whatever they used to be called, but it was made by kind of just unknown developers. And they said when they developed it, they had the intention of making it single player just to test it out as a game as a whole. I think they plan on making State of Decay 2 co-op or multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in getting a single player game unless it's really, really intriguing. And it takes a lot to get me intrigued into a single player game, really. And by a lot, I'm talking like fucking Psychonauts level a lot.
Yeah, I got that game. I started it, and then the game glitched out, and I wasn't able to continue for some reason.
Yeah, I heard that it's very buggy in the PC version. Fortunately, I wasn't able to... or actually, no, I did run into some of the bugs. But one bug that was preventing me from moving is that I would get this load screen when I walked into an area. So what I basically did was, when I came into the area, I ran as fast as I could to try and skip the... skip the... little, event that comes with talking with the person. Either way, I've beaten the game like 3 times. It's the only game that I've honestly gone back to play multiple times.
Francis asking, 3 casters?
This is kind of a big deal, but you know what I mean?
A game I just started playing, albeit it is on my PS4, please don't judge me, is Shadows of Mordor.
Why? Why would you do this? I don't know what IPS4 is.
PlayStation 4?
Oh god. Why? Why would you tell me? You could have just lied.
Okay, I'm playing it on my PC. It's
That's too late now. No, it's too late now.
Take backs.
Oh god.
Anyway, the game is a lot of fun. They introduced Warner Brothers and Monolith created what's called the Nemesis system, where basically you go after these orcs or whatever they're called, and if you kill one, basically he's taken out of the quote-unquote chain of command, and a grunt essentially takes his spot. If you get killed by one, because you actually don't get killed in the game, surprise, surprise, he will get promoted. So he'll go from like captain to like lieutenant, and then like up to war chief if he kills you too many times. If you go after one, or if you go after one and you get him lowered down to a little bit of health, he's got a chance to run away, and he'll say till we meet next time. And if you do run into him next time, he will make comments on what happened during your last battle. Like if you essentially cut off his face or something like that, he'll have like a bag over his head to act as like a really crudely made bandage, and he'll talk about how you made him even uglier or something like that.
Interesting. And wow, we're still waiting here. I have to say this is one of the longest ready-ups that I've probably ever had to deal with here in Left2Learn. Unfortunately, it's all due to technical errors. Somebody was unable to join here, and somebody else is downloading the map here, and I guess he's going to be playing with us momentarily.
Those downloads.
Yeah, you must still have American Online.
AOL still exists.
Oh my god, does it? Does it actually? Do people still use it?
Yes, they do. I worked at Best Buy as part-time for a second job not too long ago, and a lady came in asking for AOL discs, and I go, "You still use AOL?" She said yes. And the way she answered it led me to believe that she didn't really know that. I asked her. I go, "Hey, do you have who supplies your phone?" And she told me, and I said, "You should check to see if they offer DSL." I mean, she wasn't looking for anything super fancy or anything complicated. She just, basic email, Facebook, all that stuff. And I said, most of the time, if you get a bundle package for phone and DSL, it'll actually be lower than having the two separate services separately.
Well, somebody just said in chat right now, AOL dial-up still has 2 million subscribers. Those 2 million subscribers are all just people that don't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean, our viewers probably realize this, but you know that we're running out of things to talk about when we're starting to talk about American Online.
I could talk about more video games that people probably aren't ever going to play.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and do that. I mean, we can end up making this channel going from a streaming channel to a review other video games channel.
Borderlands 2. Just bought it a couple weeks ago. Gotta say, I'm having a blast with it.
Oh, no. No.
See, in that... Well, did you play the first one?
Yes, and it was much better than the second one. But it's not just that. I hate games that are ported over to the PC from the console that are fully done, especially ones that have terrible mouse settings. I'm one to have a very, very equivalent setup, for precision and such, so that I can keep, good aim in between games, etc. Borderlands 2 is one of those games that does not let you have it.
No, it's more of a first-person RPG than anything else.
Well, no, I mean, you can't set mouse settings properly for that to mimic settings that you can get in other games.
Huh.
Yeah. And I've even used calculators and shit to try and get like a proper setup for it. And even when you do it, it'll still always be off by just a few, I want to say centimeters. It just does terrible rounding. Basically, games like that, they don't like multiply your sensitivity, but rather it just is a speed based on how quickly you'll 360. So let's say you have a sensitivity of 800, and then you had a sensitivity in that game which is like 100 or something like that. You would move at a 100% speed of what it uses. But if you lower it down to 30, then you'll move at 30% of the speed of what it uses. It's just something for like console games and such, and it doesn't transition really well to mice and such, and it's really frustrating.
Well, regardless, I'm still having fun with it. It's still nice to just hop in and pew-pew some things.
I bet you play as a necromancer, don't you?
Nope.
Hmm.
Mostly, I play mostly as a soldier, or whatever he's called. Commando. There we go.
Commando? Ah.
Yep.
Which one does that one do? Is that the sniper? Or... No, that's
He's-
the assassin.
The commando's the one that can throw down like a sentry gun.
You would.
Hey, works great. Toss it and I run away like a little girl.
See, I prefer as playing as a siren and just, you know, picking someone up and then running away as an actual little girl. And we're still sitting here waiting. Oh, God. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the match. I was asked to stream a match after this, and I was hoping that it wouldn't interfere with Left2Learn, but I'm not sure. I don't think Left2Learn is going to end soon enough.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Unfortunately.
And you see that Coach is definitely... Oh, now Rochelle and Coach are both having a lot of freaking fun right there. Moving left and left and left.
There we go. Had to minimize the game. It's always a crapshoot sometimes on if it will load up right.
Yeah, that's why I don't play Left 4 Dead 2 in full screen, because I do have to alt tab and deal with some stuff outside of the game. And we got two common infected beating on the shot here. It looks like Coach is going to be a nice guy and try and, you know, clear those common infected off of her. So, how about them Los Angeles Dodgers?
Go Michigan.
Why? Why? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna have to start I'm gonna have to make like a notepad and start keeping like backup subjects to talk about when it gets like really this bad. Because we had a similar incident earlier when I was streaming, or I was casting with Purple Tree, and the opposing team had to pause for a good, I want to say, 12 minutes. Yeah, sitting there for 12 minutes with very little to talk about on a pause screen was very, very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you go play with them, Thomas?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you would fit in. There's people that are learning the map and such, and learning how to play Pro Mod.
Well, if it comes to it in 10 minutes, if nobody's on, I can do it.
10 minutes? We've already sat here for 29 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh. Francis joined.
What is he in Mumble?
I don't know what he's in mobile. I just said he joined, or I just meant he joined in the game.
Well, we'll find out here momentarily. It looks like Fish is saying Bled will play. Okay, what is it? Oh god. I feel sorry for whoever's just sitting here, watching us, watching these survivors jump around in place, waiting for us to start.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yay for all tabbing. I really should set that up for windowed.
Oh, we're going live! We're going live! Thomas! Thomas, we're going live!
Here!
Get back in here, quick! Get back in here! Oh, fuck!
What just happened?
Somebody crashed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Thomas.
It's my name, and I'm still here. I haven't ran away yet.
God, I'm trying to think of something to talk about right now. I really hate these empty moments right now, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know the map well enough to discuss anything.
What do you think of this plant in the safe room?
Which one?
Pick one.
I think it's very nice. It's very green. It adds a lot of accent to the room. Oh, we're live again, I think.
Alright, here we go. First attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter. We're going to be having the Smoker coming in from above them, and the Charger's going to be coming in from the front. Please, for the love of God, get out of the safe room and do something. Oh, God. I guess we're not live yet. No, wait. Okay, there we go. Alright, Coach is coming in, or going in there. And again, Jockey and Charger are sitting up in front here. Smoker's going to be coming from behind. And the Spitter here is in... let me see. The Spitter's in a pretty good position for the Spit, but he could get chipped off here. And it looks like the Smoker is going to be repositioning here onto the other edge here. And here comes the Smoker. He gets the pull back. Here comes the Jockey. Jockey lagging his way in. Double charge here, and the Spit. Oh, it's a really good double charge Spit.
Got 2 or 3 people, or had 2 people in the Spit, but Ellis was able to get away, or Nick was able to get away.
And Tank is now up in the hands of Francis, the Survivor Tank. Alrighty, so which war room do you think we should take it to, Thomas?
Infected.
Oh, damn it, I had the mumbles set up improperly. Alright, I'm gonna have to manually click for this.
I'm reloading.
I'm gonna go up.
Gonna go around? I'm gonna go back too.
Oh shit, they closed the door.
Damn it.
If you're gonna come from the back, the rest of the SS should come from the front, so you don't go for the same direction of the SI. You should start committing that.
Committing.
Don't lose your first pass.
Ready? Go.
Crit it? Yep.
Don't send in a hit yet.
Oh, they got me down.
Just wait. Still got plenty of health. Nice boom. Oh.
Oh my boom. Your punches.
You can pull Rochelle if you want.
Okay, you should start helping him.
It's fine. Just get the other guy if you want.
Wow, they just trapped themselves.
I'll cover you.
What the hell? What's in front of me? Tank, what are you looking at?
He's doing it.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw the tank in the hands of Francis here, and he managed to get a really good wipe here on those survivors. A beautiful try building.
Wipe out.
Wow, Thomas. Wow, I left you all that empty room, and that's all you gotta say.
They did exactly like what I thought they should. He relied on his support to help distract and pretty much just cause distraction so he can get in there and get in for the close hits.
I agree, and then they took the long way around to come in from behind, so they didn't have to deal with additional chip from going up the stairwell. I think it was a really good play there by Francis, who, I don't know if he's smurfing or not. Who is Francis?
Ellis.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Guess who Francis is?
God, why? Alrighty, so we're just waiting on 4 people to ready up here, waiting on Fish, Juicy, Shanker, and Piglet here.
So this could be another quick round if the special infected or if the infected are able to get the same type of hits off as the other team was able to do.
And you see Rochelle is spamming that laugh. I swear to God, someone's gonna get slayed. Someone's going to get slayed. I'm now going to be moving away from the survivors. Alrighty, here we go. So I was making the way through here. All 4 of the SI are coming in from the front here. And here comes this jockey. The jockey gets cleared. Charger misses his charge here. Tank's going to be coming in the hands of Piglet here. So let's quickly go over to that infected war room here after this. Very, very quick first attack.
Just wait for support. You just lost 900 health, 800 health because no reason. I would recommend just kill the smoker, save everything else.
Smoker, no, that's right.
Wait, jockey.
Don't go.
Just kill the jockey.
Yeah.
Just wait. We're gonna get a hunter boomer now.
Haul some ass, y'all.
Just make sure you're in there by the time you have 20% rage. You're fine for like another 8 seconds, but okay. Should have waited, but go. Everybody go now. Support has to go right now. Support go. Go, 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 go. If you could get out of there, Piglet, jump down.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Piglet there. The survivors were all over that tank. That tank's health went down very, very quickly.
And his teammates couldn't get in to give him any support. They had all those spawns pretty well covered too.
So I was making the way through here. Still 4 sets of pills here. Their health is looking great. The lowest person they have is at 51 health, which is Man-Skirt Dude here. And they will be approaching the next attack here, which is a minor choke point. Nothing too big here. And next set of SI consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spinner.
Yeah, it looks like they got some pretty good momentum going on. Not getting too slowed down too much by any comment or anything.
And we have a nice little wreckage going on here. And here comes the jockey. Here comes the smoker. Spitter spawned up at the top here. Jockey gets dead stop cleared. Smoker gets a pull but gets cleared also. And here comes the charger coming in from Narnia here, but isn't able to land anything.
Nope, and it looks like those blockades don't move for the charger at all.
Reloading.
That should be a good thing. I hate props that move like that. I've seen people get incapped by props that moved by charges. Actually, I've been that charger. I once charged a barrel on the parish finale at Sideways Box when he had 100 permanent health, and that thing flew and in-capped me. Because I was charging and it was a big open area, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it, so I just, went for a free charge straight at them. I charged into a barrel, and it flew and in-capped them all the way from 100. Anyways, next attack coming in here. Hunter getting dead stopped here. Everything else is really just shut down really, really quickly. There's Spitter coming in here, and looks like the Spitter is still alive. He's going to be jumping down and not dying. Oh, wait, there we go. He's going to be blocking their drop here. It's going to be a little bit of spit damage to drop down right now.
Survivor's health is still doing pretty well. They're all above, looks like rough, or a little bit around 50% at the moment.
Survivor's making their way through here. Next set of SIs are up here. 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer, and we have a Witch in play here. And it looks like all the SI are coming from the same spot. Jockey's already up. Here comes Rochelle with the draw crown. Does not get it. Only gets 160 damage onto it. And here comes the Witch tearing apart Rochelle. Smoker gets a good pull. Charger's not able to find a spawn though. And same with the Boomer. The Boomer's not able to find a spawn either.
Charger was able to land a hit. Took somebody down. Took Ellis down to yellow. And Boomer was able to land it on 2 with Rochelle down. This will cause a lot of headaches for them trying to get Rochelle back up and going.
Survivor's doing their best to try and recover from that very brutal hit here. We see that 2 people are slow, and it looks like the 2 sets of pills are now being committed. 2 people are bleeding, and they just got the rest of the map to deal with. They don't have any more witches or tanks, so all the hits from here on out are going to be full-on infected hits with no assist or assistance from a tank or a witch.
Going with machine gun. Hey, look out!
And looks like Survivors or Special Infector are setting up for their next hit.
We got a charger.
The 3-1.
Oh, and this charger goes for a free charge, but it just doesn't happen. That separation, though, on that jockey. A lot of damage going on to Manscript dude right here. And he does get cleared, but he's stuck on the spin. He will go down with the common infected trapping him in there. And
Yeah,
here
that's
comes
why-
the charger for round 2.
That's why as a spitter, it's always important that you follow through, because even if you do die, you can still cause some damage to somebody, as we just saw right now.
Survivors now making their way through here. The last set of pills has been consumed by Rochelle here. We have 3 people bleeding, and none of them slow right now. They're still bleeding out here. Next set of SI are going to be coming up here. It's going to be consisting of a 2-2 with Smoker and waiting on pick to spawn up here. And it looks like a jockey, so we've got a Smoker jockey 2-2 here. They're going in right now. Smoker's going to try and pull Rochelle. Rochelle's all alone and lagging a bit here. Great clearing here by Coach, though. Spitter is out of position. Another SI are coming in here. Jockey is out of position, too. And it'd probably be better if they just all waited to respawn here for the next hit.
Yeah, sometimes running back and getting that respawn's a lot easier than trying to circle around them.
Or just trying to chase them, and you're all going to come from the same spot. You see the Survivors are already taking the alarm car here, clearing off the common infected, no real problem with them, and they're going to be going inside this abandoned grocery store, or office. What is this? Car sale store. Oh, this jockey though. Here comes a spit delay, here comes a Boomer to try and proxy, and looks like Juicy will not be getting cleared anytime soon here. And that is a lot of bonus lost.
Jockey is riding Nick pretty hard there, and he's boomed, which means that all the Horde's going to be attracted to him, or most of the Horde is. Spitter was able to get off one more spit on Nick while he's down.
That is a huge amount of health bonus loss. We just saw the Survivors go from 508 bonus to 45 in just a single hit there. Definitely what the infected needed.
Reloading!
Yeah, they got 2 people down to yellow. Coach is currently also down to yellow, or red actually, I think.
Oh, and here comes the pull. Nobody is watching Coach here. That's one major flaw here that you're going to see. Is just people need to watch, just watch people in the back. It's something that in Left 4 Dead 2 you just really got to get accustomed to. He's just always watching the person in the back there. And it looks like Juicy does go down to being punched out by the Charger.
Alright, thanks. God damn it, I'm covered in goo!
So Thomas,
Juicy.
what would you say, Thomas, would be things that you should probably watch out for in versus, like from your experience?
From my experience, you got to be covering each other's ass like no other. If you aren't, that lagger who's only 10 steps behind you, if he gets smoked, behind a corner, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to get to him because you've got four other things that can come at you. The other thing is also a decent pair of headphones will definitely help out with this game. I know this was a discussion we had earlier in a different cast, but sound is a big thing in this game.
Oh, I completely agree, and that's why I get very frustrated with this game because I have very crappy headphones, so I can't hear anything. Just go watch my stream sometimes while I'm playing campaign, and just watch how much I bitch about, special infected spawning up silently.
Yeah, I know a lot of the newer headsets, some of them are USB, which will simulate the 7.1 surround sound, which, will help with directional of where things are coming from.
And it's always a good thing to get, 5.1 or 7.1. Honestly, I don't really feel that much of a difference between 5.1 and 7.1, but it could just be my crappy headphones, so don't take my word for it.
No, there's not a huge difference. I did notice a difference, though, when I went from analog headphones to USB. Like, the sound quality was just a lot more crisper.
Well, it's because a USB simulates basically a sound card. So, actually, a lot of good headphones for gaming are actually analog headphones, but they usually require you to have an external, or not an external, but just a sound card. So, like, you'd buy a graphics card, or you're going to have to also buy a sound card if you want really, really good sound. Just mind, though, is that those good headphones do not come cheap.
Nope. The Logitech one I'm using right now has lasted me, though, for a good, I'd say 5 years? No, 6 years, actually.
Well, that's Logitech for you. I mean, honestly, I think Logitech is like the offspring of Nokia. Like, if I were to ever, like, make a car out of something, it would be out of Nokia phones. And I would just go play chicken with a bunch of other people.
Yeah, for anybody who's slightly curious, I'm using the G35s. I know they make a wireless version of it now. I'm still using the wired, but the padding is coming apart, so I have to figure out I have to order some new to replace it, but the padding is only like $15 for both the upper bar and the ear padding.
Well, then. Well, I mean, another thing to note is you don't want to go with wireless anything, ever. I mean, if you want to play something competitively, you can't go with wireless. It has to be hardwired. Although if you're, doing casual things like, casting, or just playing games that don't really require just instant reaction, I guess you could go with wireless.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends who kept telling me, just buy a wireless mouse and keyboard. I'm like, well, I don't like I do a lot of gaming, and while that might work for like a home theater PC or your basic office use, for the gaming it doesn't always work 100% as well as wired.
I completely agree.
Not to say wired has its issues on occasion, but usually a reboot solves any problem I have. However, I will say I've been having a weird issue with my keyboard. On sometimes if I load up a game, I can jump, I can use like the number keys, but for whatever reason I can't use the WADs and space. I can't use the WADs key.
WADs key? WASD?
Yeah, for some reason I can't move forward, backwards, left, or right. I can still jump. I can still switch weapons using the number buttons. I can still do team talk. I can do everything. I just can't move. So I have to reboot the game.
Are you sure you're not pinned? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's any game. Borderlands 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Far Cry 3 did it. Like every game does it. Like 1 out of every 30 times.
Interesting. Do you use a mechanical keyboard?
No, I use a G15. It's about also 6 or 7 years old. I need to get that upgraded.
I mean, that could be it. Is that you're launching up these games and your WASD, because a lot of the older keyboards, they saved money, and it was for efficiency. They had a lot of keys use the same button. So I don't know if you've ever like pressed a bunch of buttons on your keyboard at the same time, and then you start hearing it make error noises or some shit.
I haven't. It doesn't make any error noises. It just doesn't respond.
If you press like a bunch of or a bunch of letters and such at the same time.
Nope, never. Doesn't beep at me.
Eh. Well, either way, I mean, if your keyboard's really old, it might just be that your WASD are all on the same keys or all on the same line, and that line might be dying.
It very well could be. This keyboard has seen better days. Just when I was single, used my. I sat in front of my computer a lot whenever I eat meals, so I clean it out probably about once every 4 to 6 months. But who knows what type of damage has been done just from like the different drink moistures or whatever you want to call it, perspiration that dripped onto it.
Oh God, the drinks. Why would you do this? Why would you keep drinks near your desk?
Got to keep a cold beverage at my hand when I'm playing.
Well then, alright, so it looks like we have some more technical difficulties. I don't know how long. How long are we gonna be waiting this time? So... Oh, did you know that you can actually shoot the lights out in this part?
Yeah, when I was playing through it, it really startled me when I was walking through and all of a sudden the lights just turned out.
Too spooky for me.
Exactly.
I feel like I should have some background music going on here while we're waiting for all these ready-ups and such here, at least for matches in Left2Learn. The thing is, I'm not sure what music I would use.
Muzak, elevator music.
No.
Yeah, like Dawn of the Dead when they had the Muzak version of Disturb.
No. That sounds like copyright issues. Alright, we're going live.
Woo! Tank at 32% and Witch at 18.
Yes. I'm grabbing pills.
Alright, so go ahead and call this out here because I need to not alt tab, but shift tab and take care of something.
So we got looks like a 3-1 combo that are waiting for the survivors to come through the first hallway. Looks like the light bulb's already burnt out. Ellis is hanging out in the safe room to spawn block.
Yes. Coach.
Survivors are really taking their time getting through the first area, waiting for the infected to do the first hit.
Hunter is now repositioning up front here, up at the front exit here. And looks like Coach almost takes a spawn here. Charger. And, Smoker is up. Boomer tries to rock it, but it's just not going to happen. A pull in, but he gets cleared. Great clearing there by Coach. Boom comes in, gets a single. Here comes the Hunter. Here comes the Charger. And Hunter and Charger just do not work together there. And looks like Charger gets cleared there mid-charge or mid-run. And Hunter does get cleared before he lands a pounce.
Unfortunately, Boomer was only able to get one, but that still caused some of the horde or a little bit of the horde to come running through the door, cause a little bit of delay and get a few hits in. All the survivors are at green health right now.
And it looks like Rochelle and the... oh no, they left a propane tank behind, but they threw a propane tank up. And it looks like we do have a witch here at 18%. Oh wow, this witch is in a really bad position for the survivors. And Coach has spotted the witch. Oh, and the smoker is up! The smoker could have set that witch off if he went up and scratched that witch, and Coach would have been in a really, really bad position.
It also should be noted in this map, sometimes these doors are closed that some of the survivors went through. When I was playing to get used to the map, the door they went through at the bottom of the apartment complex was closed, so I had to go a long way around.
Interesting. Oh, and here comes the Charger, goes in for the scratch, but it just doesn't get it. That Charger is at 544, though. Oh, he's missing another scratch! And more damage going out onto that Charger, 494. There's the scratch, which has not been set off yet, though.
She's extremely pissed, though. Oh, there
and
she
there's
goes.
the Shepanik. Lots of chip going out by Coach. Great crown. Single boom. Charger isn't able to get in there. Spit goes for a random spit there, but it's just not going to happen. Looks like Charger will be repositioning here. 277 health. Really not that much you can do with that health.
Yeah, at this point, Ellis has a good spot for blocking anything that tries to sneak up behind them. The rest of them were up ahead far enough to take care of any of the horde that charges through. And it looks like Charger is going to try to come from behind.
That is 9 HP. That Charger should not still be alive. That Charger needs to die off here. He's just hurting his team right now. And the next set of us are up here, with the exception of Shanker, so we now have a Jockey Hunter and then a Spitter now up. So this has been a really, really good setup here if all the SI were good to go, but it looks like the Charger only has 9 health and he should not still be alive. And here comes the Charger going for that sack. He might be able to get in there and get a charge here on a not going to happen. A non-suspecting survivor there. It's just not going to happen. That's a 9 HP Charger. That's not even like, that's a barely 1/4 of a bullet. And tank is now up in the hands of Shanker, so let's quickly head it over to I want to say, oh god, which war room is this? Alright, yeah, let's take it over to an infected war room here.
Great.
No, you just gotta wait for your support though. You gotta.
Okay.
That's a decent setup. You can just roll in with that. Just support has to help you when when they see a good opening. Oh
Okay.
man, you have to wait for him to get a 3 cap. Try to peek to your left. See if you could see them. If you could see them while they're like, it's called keeping sight. If you keep sight of them, your ward is great.
Sight on them.
It's alright. Just
coming.
wait. Oh damn it! Just wait as long as you can for your support. Just wait. When I say roll in, when I say roll in, you go, okay?
Alright.
Get
I'm
a
about to
little
lose
closer.
control.
Get a little closer.
Alright, roll in now. Go in. Just go straight in. Roll in. Roll in. Don't hesitate. Roll in. Support, give him help when I say go. Find a spawn. When I say go, you guys give him help. Give him help now. Time your punches. Nice. You got Rochelle down easy. Try to stay alive if you can. Maybe hide in that room. Hide in that room.
Yeah.
Alright, now just wait. Wait, if they try to go for the pickup, you get because if you get a 3 cap right now and they 3 cap, it'll be a wipe. Yeah, they can't even wall you. You're good, you're good. You're doing great. The four has to
Nice.
go.
That was good. Yep, they baited me.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw a tank in the hands of Shanker here. Great pounce onto Coach there. That is a lot of bonus being lost there as he slowly goes down, and he will be escaping with 30 health, and it looks like somebody is jockeyed and hoarded at the same time, unable to clear the jockey because of the horde all around them.
And trying to get somebody up when you are hoarded like this, as I always say, is a pain in the ass because nothing goes right. Unless you do it at the tail end of a horde.
This is not how it's get.
Yeah, let the horde chase someone else or you pick someone else up. Oh, and these SI, they're thinking about attacking here, but they do not have their 4th up. Looks like they're going to hesitate and going to wait here for the alley hit. Next here, consisting of a 2-2 with Charger and Smoker here. That Charger Spitter combo in the alley with the Boomer here can be incredibly devastating, but looks like they're opting to go for an earlier hit.
Yeah, Boomer decided to rush it in, got 2 people. Charger unfortunately wasn't able to get anything down, but the Smoker Spitter were able to get a hit in.
The Smoker here trying to do a 1v1 here with Nick. Gets 1 scratch off though before he's shoved aside and finished off.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, this part right here threw me for a loop when I got to it for the first time.
What was that?
The fake safe room.
Well, you closed the door and you were wondering why it didn't end?
Well, I opened it and I was like, what happened here?
The infected learned how to actually get through safe room drywall.
Apparently.
Seriously hurts.
Alrighty, so the next attack is ready to go here. 3-1. Oh wow, this jockey's already coming in. A great jump on there, but where is everyone?
Apparently they were not ready like the jockey assumed they were.
That was a bit unfortunate. That actually would have been a really, really good attack. They were all really, really close to that building there, and Jockey did his job of pushing them in. Maybe they were just sacking for a smoker here.
Nice dig here.
Very well could be. That ledge. Anytime there's a map with a ledge like that, you always got to be careful with the smoker, because one wrong step or a pull, and you can either get waylaid for a long time or pretty much end it.
This is some
And Charge is going to be coming in from behind here. No, actually, he's repositioning here. We have a 2-2 with Charger and Hunter. It looks like they're just going to let them take it. They need to get rid of this 2-2. They need to get in some damage here. Here's the boom. Great pop by Coach.
Hunter's set up for whoever tries coming through that corner. And it
Hunter
just
sounds good.
it looks like right now the communication for the infected is not going the way they would hope.
Yeah, I mean, we just had the Spitter completely separated with the Charger there. I'm not sure what happened there. That could have been a down on the Coach. Coach going over, downing somebody so he can have more health and go up quicker.
Thanks.
And it looks like they are all out of pills, with Francis pretty low on health right now.
Oh, and we get the common instant destroy door glitch. Oh, and please, please don't be underneath the tower. If you're underneath that tower, you will get encapped.
Reloading.
No! Alice! Alice, what are you doing? Coach, what are you doing? Please! No! Why? Why would you do this?
I feel like this is a horror movie where you yell at the person, "Don't go in there!"
Oh, I hate it. I hate that. I hate it so much. It's like, hey, this is a horror movie. I'm going to intentionally not turn on any of the lights in the house. It's like, you're checking to see if somebody broke into your house, but you're intentionally not turning on any of the lights.
Smoker was able to grab a pole and get a couple punches in.
You can see the survivors are definitely very, very low here in terms of health here. And it looks like Nick kind of went the wrong direction. He's going to have to take a little bit of time there to go around. And they must now cross the fallen radio tower here. And it looks like somebody just got clawed through the floor.
Oh. That's like that elevator glitch in No Mercy.
And here comes the Charger. Charger still isn't cleared yet. Oh, but a great level there.
Reloading.
Jockey was trying to get in one last hit, but unfortunately wasn't able to land.
Alright, and we are now at the floor falling apart. Shit. Are you ready for that floor drop? Are you ready for it? Here we go. I hope they don't get stuck. Rochelle's taking her time trying to drop. Oh, and here comes a spit. And the spit doesn't go for the claw. He could have done Bled right there. And it looks like Bled just on the edge. Oh, but here comes the Charger. And he goes for the charge instead of the punch.
Yeah, that's punch him, knock him down, go after the others. Oh!
Oh, well, we still got a tri-cap. Very nicely done by the infected.
So, that zombie glitch, door glitch, what, you want to shed some light on what that is?
I'm not sure how to reproduce it, but there's just some times where, you know how a zombie, whenever it comes up to a door, it'll start banging on it. And it can take ages for it to break it, right?
Right.
Sometimes, the zombie will just walk into the door, and the door just obliterates itself. Just like that. The door will have no damage or anything. It just obliterates. It explodes into multiple pieces as if the zombie had already been smacking it for, you know, minutes on end.
Okay. I honestly have never seen that.
Well, you could always rewatch the stream and you'll get to see it there.
Well, yeah. Of course, I don't play a whole lot of add-on maps. I usually play just the official campaign ones, so...
Oh, no, it happens on the official ones.
Ah. Well, today I learned.
It's a very frustrating thing when you're playing campaign and you're literally panicking and you close the door to try and get some relief and instant door break. It's like, wow, okay, game. Alrighty, survivors are making their way through here now. So you go ahead and do the rundown, Thomas.
Looks like they've got... looks like the special infected are setting up in the hallways, waiting for the survivors to poke their head through. Coach is okay. Yeah, he's here. I thought he was AFK because he wasn't moving.
So it's taking time, but now they're rushing out here. The lights are out here, and that hunter goes down with the exchange of taking out the light bulbs. I'm not too sure if that was worth it. And here comes the charger. Charger goes through the charger on Coach, but it's not going to happen. He gets a 1-punch, 2-punch before going down now.
Good horde. Unfortunately, it's right through a choke point where there's only one spot for them to come through, so it's pretty easy pickings for the survivors.
Hey, y'all shooting me.
So he's making their way through here. They will have to deal with an attack at the top of the stairs here, and we still have that witch, so the infected might opt to not attack on the stairwell here and attack on the witch instead.
Survivors are working the way up. Special infected are scrambling, trying to set up ahead of them.
Next set of SI consisting of a 2-2 with Hunter and Smoker. A possibly devastating attack for such a, closed in room here. And there's the draw crown by Nick. And the witch is glitched.
Awesome. Gotta love Valve.
Oh, but we get a nice little pull onto Ellis there. A couple ticks of damage going out here. And the witch will slowly die from these shotgun rounds here. But probably not before the survivors maybe run out of bullets.
I gotta admit, the bugs in
Oh, here's the
this
pull!
Oh! Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get him pulled any closer for the witch to hopefully activate correctly.
One thing to note is that Nick did the draw crown, so would not have attacked Ellis. And here's a good pounce. Oh, and the spit here! The spit! So much damage! And the jockey in the back!
Excellent jockey. That's, as I said earlier, you got to make sure that you cover your teammates. It looks like Coach got too far behind and nobody was able to cover him effectively enough. Got him around the corner, and now he's down.
Reloading.
Ellis is running up ahead to prevent spawn. Looks like the Charger trying to find a good spot.
Next set of SI are good to go here. Boomer, Charger, Smoker, and we're just waiting on Juicy to spawn up, but they could still go in for an attack here. Mind you, we're going to be having the tank here momentarily, and we're going to go into an infected war room. So let me go ahead and set that up here while I'm waiting. There we go. Unfortunately, I had the mumbles set up incorrectly here for Left2Learn because I've been doing a lot of war rooms today. Oh, and there's that boomer. Great double boom. Oh, and the separation pool, but does not take him down the stairwell here. Hunter is bouncing around, lands on Rochelle here. Does get cleared, and here comes the Charger almost through the doorway.
Does that railing break?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If it was destructible, we'd probably be seeing the common infected attacking it by accident.
But yeah.
I'm reloading. Weapons over here.
Next set of SI are up. 2-1 here with Boomer, Hunter, and Smoker. Tank is going to be committing now. He's going up the stairwell here. Let's quickly go over to that war room.
You go for it.
That's boom.
Boom.
Too early, Hunter.
Nice.
Get him, get him. Oh, nice. That's it.
Well then. Like I said, that boomer is really dangerous.
The score.
Like, I wouldn't even have told you guys to hold.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Bled here. Some incredibly great Boomer support there.
The horde getting two people boomed, the horde rushing in at once, and the special infected covering while the tank went in. That, was a textbook perfect, almost perfection of what should happen during the tank part.
Alrighty, so we're going into the next map here, map 3 here. And mind you, this is only a 4-map campaign. The score is definitely really, far apart here, but it's still anyone's game because the finale and this map here can definitely be a pain. And we got an early tank!
I'm still loading because my hard drive is old school.
Gotta get an SSD, bro.
Yep, that's on my list of things to do.
Reloading.
Should probably get off the IDE hard drive too.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding. It's SATA.
I don't know if that's helping.
Kind of.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and ready up here. And it looks like we are good to go here. I think. What's holding up? There we go.
And we're
Alrighty.
live.
And the SI here, we got a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Boomer is up, and Boomer is walking. Boomer's walking back and forth. They haven't spotted the Boomer yet. They could just shoot through the wall here. They could just shoot through the wall. Please shoot through the wall. Pop that Boomer. Oh, nobody's going to pop that Boomer. All right, well, the Boomer got lucky. But the Hunter is still up there making some noise. Survivors are baiting here, but they need to start making progress here. Otherwise, we're just going to see, like, you know, game of tic-tac-toe where somebody doesn't want to make the move because they realize it's going to be a tie.
And the perfect time to attack when the survivors are hanging out in the safe room like that is when the horde's rushing in. And Skeeting the Hunter right there. Charger lands his shot.
Great clear there by Rochelle.
Picking off the scraggling common infected.
Survivors making their way down here. They're now jumping onto the white truck, and they're making their way down to the floor here. Again, 22% tank, and they're going to be making their way up the stairwell, into the parking lot, and now into the, let's see, what do we call this? The Richardson Freight Haulage. Well then.
I have no idea what type of store that would be.
Well, it's a freight
Oh.
haulage store.
Oh, so, okay, never mind.
Yeah!
Reloading.
Survivors now in the second building here. Tank is going to be up very, very soon here. The next attack consisting of a 2-1 here. Oh, here's the Boomer. Single boom onto Coach here. Here comes the Spitter. Here comes all the SI. They're coming through the door. No one thought to close the door, though. Golf Club at work here. Spit gets onto Rochelle here with that charge of Spit, and Coach even gets pounced in the back, but does get cleared very, very quickly, and a lot of damage going on to Rochelle, though.
And that's one pill down. Oh no, she didn't take it. I thought she was. And it looks like it's tank time.
Oh, they could have set the tank on fire by shooting the fire barrel. Oh, that would have been so dramatic there. All right, let's quickly go over to that survivor war room, shall we?
You go to that warehouse on the left. That's a good safe spot to hold out.
Watch out! Watch out!
Down here, guys. Down here.
Keep going in there. If you keep going all the way forward, you can push forward in all honesty. And if you go outside, you see a little white van. That's where most teams would hold out. That's actually a pretty good spot.
Cool. Thank you.
Keep pushing forward. That little white van area is a good holdout spot.
No, he can be up there already. The silence
Truck,
is
whatever.
back here, guys.
Oh, we got a rock
Nice,
there.
yeah.
There he is.
Boy, take it.
Yeah, but that room can be kind of deadly, so you want to be careful. He's going for
Nice.
rocks out there.
Silence Doozy here. Stronger.
Everybody grab a weapon. All right.
Careful for those curve rocks. Coming in. Nice.
Over behind.
Focus that side.
Oh, I'm pounced. Oh man. Oh man.
Focus that. Focus that side. Alright, that's a tank now.
Finish him off.
If you stack on him, you can kill him.
There you go.
Good job.
Reloading here.
Alright, and we are back here. We just saw a tank in the hands of Sprout Salad here, doing some work there. SI support was really, really great. Survivors just had a little bit of trouble clearing the special infected, and thus just a lot of time that tank was up because of it.
Yeah, the special infected were able to land a couple of good blows. I honestly thought they would have gotten another person down, but they were covering each other well enough to make sure that didn't happen.
And the survivors here just some kind of some kind of genetic mutation here. They have turned into part goat here, climbing up the mountainside. Boomer, great pop there. Here comes a smoker, getting a pull. No one's getting the clear there. Here comes a charge spit. What a free spit, though. I don't agree with that. If that charger had landed, that spit would have been incredibly useful in that charger.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to aim where the smoker was pulling somebody, but at that point, the smoker had been dispatched of.
Reloading. Hey, watch out!
So I was making a way through here. They have 2 people bleeding permanently and 1 person with some permanent health that is bleeding. And they have no sets of pills. Here's the draw crown by Ellis here with health bonus. Doesn't get the crown. That is health bonus lost. Jockey is now out of play here. Here's the charger. Charger's going to get a double charge here. There's the double charge on a nick there. Smoker going for some scratches. And looks like we have a Boomer coming up to the down survivor now.
Boomer exploded on Ellis, who was down, who is not taking a whole lot of damage because his teammates are covering him.
And we see that there's still a lot of comment coming through here, Thomas.
Oh, never mind. Somebody else went down now instead.
I think that was intentional, though. She was 1 HP.
Ah, okay.
Next set of SIR here. It's a 3-1 with Charger Spitter. Oh, this can be incredibly devastating in this little alleyway here. Go ahead and take it away, Thomas.
Spitter set up down below with the Charger looking like he's going to try to get him from behind. Jockey's going to cover the Charger. Charger lands on Rochelle. Spit. Oh, they're all caught up in it. Or no, just Rochelle.
Oh, but that death spit onto Ellis. That is 2 downs right here.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I didn't see the Spitter rushed in.
Let's go on your feet.
And that's why it's important that you always follow up if you have a class that can do some damage after you're killed.
In case anyone is wondering.
I agree, but you should always follow up with all the SI. It's generally a good idea to die with your team and respawn on time with full HP. And good thing to note here is 2 of the survivors are black and white here. Both Bled and Featherall are both black and white. Next set of SI are good to go here. Looks like it's consisting of a 3-1 here with Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, and Boomer.
Reloading.
Boomer trying to sneak in, unable to land any bile on anybody.
Hunter pouncing around through the foliage here. Here he comes, does not get skeeted. Here comes the Jockey, goes in for the scratch, gets it down here. Here's a pull on to Coach here, and he will be taking a lot of damage there. And that is their only health bonus. It looks like they're reloading right now.
Rochelle,
and it looks like Bled is dead.
Yeah, Rochelle is down, and it looks like Juicy and Featherar are hurting pretty badly.
Survivors making their way through here. Francis, the only one with permanent health here. Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with... No, a 2-1. Sorry about that. Charger and Smoker here. Oh, this can be a lot of damage. There's no potential death charge here unless you get a double charge. But still, just having that Charger there with the Spitter, you can take out all of Francis's health, or you can even punch down Ellis just easily.
Boomer lands it on 2.
Oh, the stumble on the Charger, though! And he does get cleared because of that stumble.
Spit missed entirely. Looks like it was overshot by accident.
Looks like that will be the wipe there. Great job by the Infected there with those last few attacks. They were very well done. Ever since the alley hit... No, actually, no. Ever since the Witch, the attacks have been really, really well done ever since the Witch.
Yep, they landed in a couple of different booms. Definitely the charge spit combo in that alleyway with the Spitter rushing in to take down, I think it was Ellis. That definitely helped out a lot too.
So, what would you say the survivors could have maybe done a bit differently there? Because I mean, we just saw that we already discussed the tank. The tank, they just had a little bit of trouble with clearing the SI. But what else do you think they could have done?
I think I'm going to call it the park. I don't know if that's the actual name for it or not, but that little park where the where Ellis went down and they got the 2 booms in. I think there maybe they
Reloading.
probably could have covered each other a little bit better. When Rochelle went down, I think that slowed them down a little bit, even though they were trying to even though they knocked her down on purpose to allow her to run faster because she was kind of hobbling along there. I don't know. I think coverage is the big key right now. It's the main theme that I'm seeing, but I could be missing the whole something entirely different.
Alrighty, so we're waiting on 2 people to ready up here. Waiting on Shanker and Featherraw to ready up here, and now just waiting on Featherraw. So this first hit here, we saw that the previous team did a great job with this first hit here. We're seeing that the smoker is going to be coming down from the pool area, similar to the previous team also. And looks like the boom is going to be coming from the rooftop.
Looks like we're waiting for Feather still.
I swear it's not my fault.
Blame the economy?
Blame the economy.
We're not blaming Canada on this?
Nope.
Alright. And now we're waiting for Juicy.
Juicy the Vampire, who ironically has bled on his team.
So I'm going to be honest, I hope this does not end up being another 45-minute wait. Just saying. And we're
Alrighty.
live!
So we're good to go here, so go ahead and take it away, Thomas, here.
Survivor's rushing out, Smoker trying to pull him into the pool, was taken out. Charger missed, and the Hunter is hopping around trying to get somebody. Lands on top of Coach, gets a few claws in. Did actually pretty good damage, got Piglet down to roughly about 71% health.
Survivor's just taking this horde really, really long. Some of them should have been rushing forward here while dealing with this horde at the same time. By doing so, they're going to have one additional attack they're going to have to deal with before this tank if the infected decide to rush an attack right now. And by right now, I literally mean right now. If they're going to wait any longer, they can't do it.
Spitters. Oh, and there's the smoke.
Oh, but this free charge, it looks like he wasn't really aiming in the general direction of the Survivor. There's a bit of an error there. And it looks like Coach does go down to a combination of punches, boom, and spit.
That spit. When you got three of your teammates boomed, oftentimes it's hard to cover each other effectively. And I know from personal experience, being able to see where something's hitting you from is pretty hard sometimes.
It's all based on your computer. If you can set details or effect details to high, you can see through the vomit pretty clearly. It's kind of like cheating.
Only it's not, because your computer's good.
Alrighty, tank is up. Oh, and this Hunter might be able to grab Coach! Oh, so close. That would have been really, really bad for the Survivors there and great for the infected. And Hunter does get killed off here and some spit delay coming in. Single boom, and let's quickly go over to that infected war room. Or, yeah, wait, Survivor war room, sorry.
What?
Into the water. That water is super slow. They can't attack you. Trust me. Go to the end of that dock to your right. Go to the end of the dock to your right.
You're crazy.
Yes. Crazy like a
You're gonna
fox.
kill us all.
Actually, just stay at the end of that dock. Stay at the end of the dock. Don't drop. That's actually not bad.
Oh, you guys, all of you over there. I'm separated from you guys.
Oh god.
You got time.
I'm so dumb. Smoker.
It's alright. There's those boxes here, right, Ellis? You could just go in. Car is... Oh my god, that car is in a perfect spot. Just watch it.
Watch it. He's gonna use the car.
Hunter's chipped. Hide from him if you can. Just get at the boat between him and us. Don't look at him. Don't look at him, he's ugly.
Don't look at him. He's Medusa.
No, don't let him look at you.
Don't look at him. Everyone, let's shun him. We're gonna be bullies.
Heads up.
Oh!
He's in the slow water. Oh no, heads up.
Watch out!
The clutch. Whoa, jockey!
Stop shooting me!
Oh, the car! What?
You're gonna do just fine in your tournament match. Just fine. Make sure you get in the water.
I'm underwater now.
We're back. So, I guess some bad information going out there. Flo telling the survivors to kind of not really worry too much about the water, because I guess he was assuming that the water was going to slow down the infected.
It didn't.
Yeah, I guess him and his team found out the hard way, so his team's teasing him right now. But, oh well, I mean, it's trial and error, etc., especially for these custom maps here. But, yeah, that water slowdown in that particular area, it's not, I mean, it's not typical water slowdown. Otherwise, it would have been removed by ProMod during the tank up. It's hard-coded slowdown, and it's only for survivors.
One thing I noticed is that the Charger, the special infected had the right idea. It didn't get executed correctly for one reason or another. Like I saw the Charger he had perfect lineup. They were all on the line on that dock, and for some reason he strafed at the wrong time and ended up charging off the dock before he got there.
Alrighty, waiting on Featherraw and Piglet to ready up here, and we should be good to go with the finale. So, Thomas, what have you seen from the finale?
I have not seen this finale.
You haven't seen this finale?
Can't say I have, unfortunately. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't.
You're gonna get to see some burning shit here in a minute. That's assuming, though, they make it past the Witch, okay? The Witch seems to put itself in really, really awkward positions here, and it just ends really, really badly for both sides. Alright, first attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Why don't you go ahead and take care of the rest here?
Spectators, God. Survivors. Survivors are trying to bait the infected, and it looks like they were able to pop the Boomer. So Jockey's spawned, but it doesn't look like he's going to go in yet. Charger and Smoker are set up, but unfortunately they don't really have anything that can set up for him. And it looks like Sinex
we got a no
lagged
steam
out.
log on. I would just like to point out to everyone beforehand, before you start getting any ideas, it was not my fault. It was probably
No.
Thomas.
I used my elite hacking skills.
He used his incredible hard drive to DDoS him.
DDoSing on Left 4 Dead 2 servers. That's honestly what a lot of pub games are starting to turn into. A person joins, finds out he's on the losing team, and all of a sudden the server, everybody's ping spikes up to like 1,000.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
So hopefully this isn't another 45-minute wait.
So, let me go open up my notepad, and I'm going to start taking notes about subjects that I should be discussing later on. Like, phone jacks, okay? Why do we still have phone jacks?
Same reason why we still have AOL.
Baddest woman alive.
Why? Why? And this is why we'll never progress as a society, is we keep clinging on to stuff that shouldn't still be here.
Pretty much. Survivors are pushing forward, taking out the Horde, one zombie at a time. Looks like they're going to be setting up on the Witch.
Oh, and this Witch is in a really, really good spot here for the for the survivors here. A terrible spot for the infected. Mind you, they're going to have to go into this very open area here. And the next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. No Smoker, so they can't pull anyone to the Witch. So they're going to have to all drop in on these survivors here. And again, it's a very open area here, so it's going to be very difficult for them.
Special Infected are looking for a spot they can set up on. I mean, I guess what they could hope for is that is that they get past the plane and the charger can spawn right behind the train and plane and try to push them forward. But it looks like they
Rochelle. And great draw crown there by Rochelle. Here comes the charger though. Oh, with the double cap. Here comes the jockey. Almost grabs Coach here. Gonna try and grab Rochelle. It almost gets skeeted though. And does get shoved off and cleared. It's very dark in there.
Yeah, and that was really survivor-sided. No fault of anybody's. That was just a look at the draw.
Check these lockers.
Yeah, it's a very survivor-sided witch here, and we will be going to a Left 4 Dead 1 drop here where you get left behind. And right, yeah, pretty simple. And it looks like they don't get contested here. So what these infected are going to want to do is they're going to want to try and get as many spitters as possible here and try and get as many attacks as possible on those cans.
Much like in Dead Center.
Yeah, but in this case, all the cans are together, so if you set off one by accident, they all light up.
Oh.
Yep. So I think you can imagine what it's like to be caught in all that fire.
I got this one.
And one can is grabbed. Oh, and there's the pull. But the can is out of sight of the spitter here, but we do not have a spitter. And we get stumble charger. 2 punches, 3 punches. Going for that fourth. Still not clear. Going for that fourth. Still going for that fourth. And he gets leveled here. I want to pull into Ellis here, but he is going to get cleared very momentarily.
It looks like they're trying to grab all of the gas cans.
I got this one.
The game has turned into a game of scavenge now.
Yes. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of what the strategy they're using right now because, see, they're chucking all the gas cans out there and they're keeping them all in the same spot. Coach trying to do... Oh, God. Why do I keep crashing on that particular map? I don't know what it is, but I keep crashing on that map.
Must be your hard drive.
Ah, ha, ha.
Haha. Looks like you got a boom in.
I'm not sure what it is. It's just really, really weird, and it's getting incredibly frustrating. Not as frustrating as my Steam overlay refusing to respond. Wow, my Steam overlay. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Rochelle. Oh, Rochelle is smoked with Coach jockeyed. Got a 2-cap going on. Rochelle was broken free. Ellis is running now with one of the gas cans.
Heads up.
Alright, and I am back again. Get more crashes here. I'm not sure why, but it seems to be related to gas cans and urban flight.
Yeah, the add-ons for maps are always buggy. Oh, there goes a gas can.
Well, you better save that other gas can here.
Careful. A hunter's around.
Gotta reload.
I got this one.
And looks like they're piling the gas cans together in the back here.
They've got a gas can that fell to an area that I'm not sure they can get to.
Oh yeah, they can get to that. They can get to that area. Yeah, but it's very risky
there's
though.
a gate.
Yep. And they need to start pouring in these gas cans here. Mind you, you only need 8 here, and there's more than 8.
Just 2 more.
And Juicy
7.
all alone here. Charger was... I'm not sure what Charger was exactly thinking there.
Charger's climbing up, gonna try to get a sneak attack in.
But it is way too late, and that will be the end of the scavenge event here, so it's time for a tank. And I crashed again. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna disable some of these add-ons. I don't know what it is, but something is making me crash.
Tank tossing a few rocks. And Tank is just getting lit up with the smoker pulling Coach. 2-cap that was missed by accident.
Alright, I'm making my way back in here. I disabled a bunch of add-ons here that improve like texture quality and a bunch of other stuff. And let's see if I crash again. Because it is getting pretty frustrating, because it happens in matches too.
Ugh. And tank is down with, while taking down, Bled. Bled actually looks like he went down.
And lo and behold, what do we see here? Juicy with all that perm health again and everyone else bleeding. Did I miss the tank? Damn it, I missed the tank.
It was a short tank. He went in for the attack, and the special infected weren't able to connect successfully.
Well then. Oh, and there goes the elevator. Survivors making their way through here. 3 of them bleeding here, and they are going to be making it very, very close to this plane here. They might be able to make it here uncontested because none of the infected are anywhere in place to try and dispute them.
Looks like they can't figure out a spot to set up on, or agree to set up on.
Reloading.
And the button will be pressed here by none other than Coach the Vampire. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong Vampire.
Reloading.
And the button has been pressed. This is the final chance here that the infected are going to get to damage the survivors.
Does the propeller do damage?
I'm not sure. Probably not a good thing to find out though.
Oh, Charger took somebody, but then ended up... Uh-oh. Rochelle's down right in the way of the plane.
I'm not sure. Oh wow, that pull into it, but it does not incap though. Oh wow, that plane's got him stuck, and the common infected are gonna beat on him until he gets unstuck. Oh, and there's the teleport. Alrighty. Suarez making it in pretty easily.
It's kind of an interesting map, kind of a mixture between the scavenge maps that you have, plus the, I'm drawing a blank on the airport one.
Dead air?
Yes, Dead Air. I don't know why I forgot that one.
Wow, Thomas. Wow.
I'm sorry. It was that 45-minute wait in the beginning.
Alright, and we did see a 340 bonus here on the survivor side. I'm telling you, Juicy has to be a vampire. It's the only explanation how he always has health bonus like that.
Well, it's a good thing we have John Winchester watching this because he will take the vampire out. My jokes are bad, and I do feel bad.
Yeah. Alrighty, waiting on Juicy and Shanker and Featherraw to ready up here. So tell me, what did you think of the finale, Thomas?
I kind of liked it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Scavenger itself, but it's only 8 gas cans, and then you have plenty of them strewn about for you to get. So it's not like Dead Center, where if one goes, you got to rush back and get the other one to replace it. And then from there, you know, it's just kind of a straight shot to the airplane, where all you have to do is just push the button, hope you can survive the door. I mean, it's not overly long. It's not overly, quote-unquote, complicated either.
Well. Alright, still waiting on Juicy and Featherraw. 2.
Just waiting.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
waiting.
out of subjects to talk about. I already used everything, okay? The Dodgers, okay, phone jacks. Phone jacks, people. Phone jacks. I've already talked about phone jacks. And what else did we talk? We talk about game reviews and such. Something about consoles being terrible when they're ported over to the PC.
I will say this: if anybody does have a PS3, I do highly recommend the Last of Us. Oh, we're going live.
Who's us?
What?
Who's us? What am I getting the last of?
Uh,
Anyways, here comes the SI here. 3-1 here. Here comes the Boomer. He gets popped with a double boom here. Jockey's jumping around. Gets onto Rochelle. Charger manages to grab Coach. And we got to pull onto the safe room door on Nick here. And looks like Rochelle is going for a ride here.
Jockey doing what jockeys are supposed to do, and drag him as far away from the rest of the team as he can. Fortunately, they weren't able to take him all the way to the witch.
And Smoker eventually does die here. Next set of SI are going to be coming up here momentarily. We got the Hunter already up here. And we see an attempted draw crown by Nick. He's rushing that crown. And here comes the draw crown. Oh, and he shoots too late.
Perfect spot for Boomer to drop in, if they could get the spawn.
Boomer's thinking about it. Boomer's thinking about it, but it looks like they will be waiting instead. Hunter is actually up all the way behind them at the safe room, but he gets chipped at 241 here. And here comes the Boomer. Single boom, no proxy. Here comes the Charger. Charger's going for that double charge. Gets a single. Here comes the Hunter pouncing around. Goes after Coach. Here's the Jockey. No one's defending Coach, though. The set is a quick down. It looks like the Jockey's actually helping him. He's clearing off the common infected.
Jockey is now taking Ellis for a ride. Coach is down.
Weapons over here.
And it looks like 2 people are bleeding here with everyone slow with the exception of Sprout Salad.
Who had already popped his pills, so after this, they might be only down to 1 set of pills.
Open up the locker. Reloading.
Special Infected setting up for their next attack. Looks like they might try for the drop.
And here comes the punches here. Great charge on Rochelle, but no one is here to help him now. Here comes the pull. Pull doesn't happen. Great boom there. Hunter is not able to get the spawn. Hunter might be saving here, though.
Reloading.
Hunter got skeeted. And unfortunately, Special Infected couldn't pull off a last-minute pull. So we are now at the event with the survivors going to get the gas cans. All I need are 8, and I believe there are 10 or so. Rochelle by herself getting jockeyed as she goes for a ride, and she's already red as it is.
It looks like the Jockey just seems to love Rochelle, or it might be the other way around.
And this will definitely cause a problem because now they're split up between getting gas cans and making sure that Rochelle gets back up. She is.
And we got a pounce on a Nick here, and a charge off in the corner, and here comes the spit. Oh, but he doesn't spit onto the gas cans. Oh, if you kill that spitter on those gas cans, we're going to have some trouble here. And that Jockey, and this is going to be the wipe here, I think. More gas cans, more burning. Just all this burning.
And it looks like Ellis is dead. Ellis is down, and
there's the down
Rochelle
of the
went down.
Rochelle. Oh, and more fire! And it looks like Nick is just going for the suicide here. And it looks like Coach, 1 HP left. The common infected might get this. The common infected, nope, the Hunter takes it.
Yep. And that looks like that's the end of the round.
Alrighty, and the GGs go out. Alrighty. Alrighty, so it was an interesting Left to Learn there on a custom map, Urban Flight here. And I would say, I don't know, I feel like the finale is, it takes a little bit of thought. to do it beforehand. You can't really just jump into the finale without any practice.
No, you can't. You also have to be two things. One, you have to be used to those type of finales, like dead center, the pass. Is it the passing that you have to collect the gas cans?
I think it's the passing. Yeah, it's the passing.
The passing and the sacrifice. I think you have to collect gas cans, or yeah, those two. You have to be used to how to play those type of scavenge maps, along with being able to communicate effectively and making sure you're all on the same page as to what key phrase or word means for what.
Oh, I completely agree. And just with the cans, though, you also need to learn how to like micromanage the cans, because I mean, some people will be like, get all the cans, but that doesn't really work in versus all too well, because what if they spit on it? Then all the cans are gone, and then you gotta wait for all of them to respawn, not to mention any fire damage anyone took. You gotta learn what amount of cans to take, where to put the cans, how to separate them, when to drop the cans, and when to, be worried for the cans and such. It's kind of like dealing with a helpless survivor.
Yeah, I found, as you said, grab all the cans, one of them lights up, all of a sudden now if you have to collect 10 of them, all of a sudden 8 of them are all burnt. And you have to go back and redo it all over again. I don't know, okay, last thing. I don't know how well it works in Pro Mod, but anytime I have those types of situations, I always just try to get everybody to travel in a group, because, yeah, it will take a little bit longer, but you have that much better coverage.
Oh, I agree. I feel like a 2v or a 2-and-2 setup for anything like scavenge like that is something more you want to do when you're more experienced and you can actually trust your partner to deal with whatever's sent at you.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I think that is it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. This is the end of Left2Learn, October 4th, 2014. Have a nice day, and see you guys next weekend with some more Left2Learn.